Hi homemakers, it's Josephine and this is my channel, The Versatile Housewife. Today I want to talk about what I'm really excited for, which is Valentine's Day. And something that you might notice when you go to grocery stores or the supermarket or you see online is just how bright and gaudy some of the Valentine's Day decorations are, not to mention the price. So I want to talk about ways to give it a more homey, maybe homely, but handmade, loving, cozy, warm feeling that's not so in your face. That, that just little, that touch of just, I thought of you kind of feel, if that makes sense. Not I bought this and it's done. Not obligatory, but like I thought of you. You know those stationary cards that you would do in school, or I feel like we used to see them more. You get the paper, you cut it out, you have this heart, and then you do the little lacy paper on the outside, the white paper, and you write your little love note. Where is that? Where is that feel? That feel of like lace doilies with a little, like pink tea set in the center. I don't know how to explain this. So my content's going to be kind of related towards Valentine's Day coming up and some of the things that I do. I don't have a lot of time to be doing one large overview video, so today's just kind of introductory. If you saw one of my shorts, I am starting the preparation of crafts to increase my supply. So something that you can be doing is keeping an eye out for your cereal boxes, oatmeal boxes, anything that you can use to trace, cut out, paint, color, anything like that, because when you have glue, hot glue, and things like that, you can start putting them together. If you have dowels, you can take little cutout hearts and put them on dowels and help make a heart bouquet or put little love notes on them. I will be showing off more of what I'm talking about, but essentially this time of the month, the first week leading into Valentine's Day, and honestly throughout January, is when I like to start getting crafty. And I have found for me, my best friends are cereal boxes, oatmeal boxes, cracker boxes, delivery boxes, the corrugated cardboard, scrap fabric, and then paint too. I will say with painting anything like cardboard, a tube of white paint is one of your best friends. If you don't want the colors to be muted and you don't want to have to do like 5 or 6 coats, a coat or two of white paint, basically priming, will help those other colors come out well. Like especially if you want to do something that's like conversation hearts with the pastel light colors. But yeah, that homely feel. Another thing to do is to not worry about trying to get all the best like decorative stuff that's single use or disposable. I would say focus on things that are reusable and treat them well. I did used to be in a single bedroom apartment and then a two-bedroom apartment, so I do understand that for everyone, sometimes when it does come to certain reusable items, you can't you can't just store everything, because like now at this point I have fun cups and stuff, and I do make an effort to make sure I stay on top of cleaning them so they can be enjoyed throughout this season. But yeah, I got 2 fun little cups for my older 2 kids, 2 heart-shaped plates, and this year I was fortunate enough, these things I had just gotten at Walmart. There's no affiliation. I'm not even showing the products right now. They were selling similar items, so I got one more of each now that I have 3 kids, so they all have one. But yeah, things that you can reuse. I will also say when it comes to homemaking, my guess is you're getting into cooking, baking, you are into cooking and baking. Presentation. Come on. So, strawberries, as long as you're not allergic to them, coloring things pink, beets, you can start making pink frostings and stuff. You can do strawberry muffins, you can do cranberry muffins, you get a little touch of pink and red in there. I have pans, like cake pans, heart-shaped cake pans. You know what else you can do with heart-shaped cake pans? You can do a breakfast egg casserole in the shape of a heart. Tell me, is that gaudy or does that have a level of homey to it? I feel like it's something grandma would do. But yeah, There's heart-shaped cookie cutters. I have some, and I've had them for what, 4 years now, and they are so sweet because not only can you use them for cookies, and so instead of buying all these processed candies and stuff to celebrate with, and even like chocolates, although I do love, it's not Valentine's Day for me unless I have one heart-shaped chocolate box. You can use those to make cookies, and you can use them to stamp out sandwiches for your kids or toast. They can be used like stamps. Heart-shaped pizza. There's all kinds of ways to bring that little like touch when Valentine's Day rolls around that has nothing to do with going to the store and blowing money. If you have glue or a stapler, you can also take construction paper and you can either do construction paper chains where they're hearts and you clip it there, or just the regular circles. Don't underestimate what you can do with construction paper. Personally, I have the cheap, like, was it laminate pressboard cabinets? And I discovered that I can take little hearts that I do with the cardboard, and I can hot glue them onto my pressboard cabinets. And then when I'm done, I just take, like the back of a knife or something, or even if I just twist it, sometimes they just come right off. And maybe they leave a tiny scratch or none at all, has been like my experience. Cheap pressboard cabinets, one got stained from smoke. I don't know how to get that out. I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm not perfect, but I'm learning. But yeah, I doll up my whole kitchen by just putting hearts that I cut out with cardboard. I painted white, and then I painted pink, or I painted, well, no, those ones I painted pink. But yeah, I hot glue stuff on my cabinets. If you have veneer or like full-on wood, I would say that's probably not a good idea. If you have any kind of glass where scratching is even more obvious, I would not recommend that. But there's so many things that you can do. Even just a candle without any color coordination sets the tone because it's a romantic holiday. I mean, just dressing up for it. you don't have to go crazy, but there's all kinds of things that can be done. And the other thing that I was talking about is having reusable items. Did you know those little balloons on the sticks will last? They're not like helium, like a regular balloon. So when you get those little balloons on the stick, I got some that are like 3 years old. How? What are they using to trap the air? How does it not leak? And how can I get that material for my tires? So, but those are some things you can do. Honestly, I highly recommend anything that's like heart-shaped baking, heart-shaped brownies, heart-shaped cake, heart-shaped cornbread, heart-shaped casseroles. I'm sure you could do lasagna with that. There's so much you can do. The other thing is you don't have to get the holiday themed things. You can get the cheaper options. A lot of times, like with muffins or cupcakes or brownies or cornbread, anything that you are doing, you can make chili Valentine's Day themed. You get those little muffin wrappers. You don't have to get the super themed ones. I mean, you can. You can get just red. And any tray you have, you put the red on there. I would say that's Valentine's Day themed. Another thing that I've done as a craft is I have taken photos that I use one of those photo apps for, and I took the cardboard from oatmeal boxes and things, and I made little mini frames. Are they the greatest? No, but I put them on my cabinets and I think they're so sweet, and I get to see, a picture of me and my husband together, and I get to see pictures of my kids, and keeping it special by only putting them out during that time. And I have a growing Valentine's Day box. I have like boxes for all holidays except for Christmas. I have big tubs. But this is all stuff that I've slowly created or have collected over time. But yeah, anything that is glass and see-through, anything you put inside it, if it has a level of theme to it, it's now perfectly acceptable. Also, anything glass and see-through, you can use for any holiday for that kind of thing. If you like to get those little pink M&Ms, and you have just a clear glass ramekin. You put the M&Ms in there, you put the Bratz candies, whatever in there, boom, themed. You didn't have to buy a brand new conversation heart tin from the store or online to do that. Your little single glass thing already became themed because the candy was already themed. I mean, part of the fun of the candy is the fact that it's themed. I know some of them have the strawberries and cream flavoring that they keep for around this time, or like a raspberry flavoring that they keep for around this time, but there's so much that you could do. You got to start getting creative, and you got to start thinking about how you can present stuff while also keeping things reusable. And I had a lower budget. Red tablecloths. Lots of things that you use for Christmas, you can probably use. Anything that's like red or gold or silver can be dual purpose for Valentine's Day and for Christmas. And again, the more you use this stuff, I keep using the word reuse, but you gain a level of sentimentality each time you use it. And the longer you use it, and especially if you start patching up some stuff, it's going to increase the level of homey, loving feelings. So, you know, like when do you have any memories at all where it's like every year my grandmother or my mother, my father, my aunts, the church, whatever it is, and you are associating something with either a certain object or setup, just know, like, how does that keep happening? It's almost like a ritual. Just keep doing some of the similar things. Maybe you want to try doing a tablecloth. That could be a good homemaking project to start with, is a tablecloth. And now you have something sturdy that can be machine washed, and you just go on from there. But yeah, I would say building up your collection, getting creative, reusing things, it all creates a sentimental bond with stuff. And I will say for the construction paper chains, I don't think those are really reusable, but all of my little cardboard table scatters, cardboard garlands that I've made, I have been able to use them years in a row, and I just make a little bit more. Because obviously you don't need a whole lot when it comes to a 600 square foot apartment, but now that I am in a house that is over 1,500 square feet, it's like, okay, I would like a little bit more to use here and there and everywhere, and to hot glue on the walls. You don't have to get that crazy. But yeah, you create the sentimentality. And as I said, those Dollar Tree balloons on a stick, they last for years if you have the space for them. Mine are 3 years old. So I will be doing a whole table display. I'll be doing more of the crafts that I'm getting into through shorts, and but yeah, do a whole display because I am increasingly in love with the setup that I have been curating. I hope that you have found this video to be maybe inspiring or encouraging if like inflation and the cost of things is getting to you and you're trying to keep it low budget, or if you're saving money. There's so much that you can do, and there's so many other items that you can use to contribute towards decorating for Valentine's Day, and you know, just not relying on everything to be like fuchsia. It does not have to be fuchsia. It can be reds, it can be warm browns, like think candlelight dinner. There's so much you can do. But I got a little one at the door. I've told you, 3 not quite school age kids, so that's the end of this video. Thank you for sticking around, and if you are into DIY crafting for holidays, or you have anything that's like surprisingly long lasting in terms of holiday decor items, please put it in the comments. I am so curious, because I still can't get over the fact that a Dollar Tree balloon on a stick lasts 3 years, and next year I hope it's still around and lasts 4. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for watching, and bye.